I get to the last aisle. It's like the dude in the desert that's struggling for water. It's like, does anyone know where this turtle is? Finally, I see it. It's like a mirage. I'm like, am I seeing it correctly? And it was like an oasis, a Ninja Turtle oasis. Hello and welcome to another Mad Hatter review. So, what did I do today? Woke up today in the morning, said, you know what, let's go check for some super shredders. Went to a few Walmarts, knock knock, hey Walmart, super shredder there? Nope, what's a super shredder? What's a NECA? What's a toy? What's an action figure? Who the fuck are you? Get the fuck out. Walmart's a bust. Walmart doesn't know, my Walmarts don't know what a super shredder is. They don't know anything, but there is a silver lining. Wife says, hey, let's go to Frank & Son's Collectible Show. Frank & Son Collectible Show, if you don't know, collectible show in Southern California. They got all kinds of shit. More importantly, they have a bunch of NECA stuff. So I'm going there because I want to try to get a very, very specific piece. And after some hunting, I did find it, and we're going to review it here. It is the Greta from Gremlins 2. Just kidding. Nobody's here for that. We will review that at a later time.
That one is very cool.
Yes. The Raphael giant size turtles NECA 1/4 action figure, whatever, 1/4 figure. So I went from booth to booth. Hey, do you have this? No. Do you have this? No. Everybody's out. I get to the last aisle. It's like the dude in the desert that's struggling for water. It's like, does anyone know where this turtle is? Finally, I see it. It's like a mirage. I'm like, am I seeing it correctly? And it was like an oasis, a Ninja Turtle oasis. The guy says, I do have it. And then I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. What are you charging, pal? $300, $400? Nope, $130. $130 when you can get it at Big Bad Toy Store for $125. That's a pretty good fucking deal just to get it in hand. So I pull out my money. I say, give it to me. I run off and can't wait to review it. And here we are. That brings us to now. So yeah, first of all, this thing is fucking mammoth and it weighs a ton, okay? I think this is even heavier than the 1/4 movie line. But yeah, so you got the Raphael here. You got the front of the box. Raphael with side communicators, pizza slices, and more. Fully posable, 15-inch giant turtle featuring interchangeable head tops and bottoms for different expressions. That is the key to this. And if you take a look right here, you got the different expressions that you can use. You have the smiling ones, the angry ones, and you can kind of swap them in. I already have a feeling. I already know which one I'm going to do. And I did see a little bit of a QC issue here that I've seen with other people that have this figure on the forum. So I'm probably going to talk about that too. So we're going to go ahead and open this sucker up, and we will see you there. Welcome back. Holy shit. I mean, all right, this jumps out of the cartoon. It fucking just, I'm watching the cartoon, I get my face close to the screen, and a sigh just stabs me in the face. That's what I feel like when I take a look at this. So in terms of accuracy, in terms of cartoon accuracy, I don't think you're going to find an action figure, whether it's 1/4 or Figure Arts is close, but this one even beats that. I think as close as you're going to get is maybe the statue line by PCS, the Ninja Turtle statue line, in terms of accuracy to the 1987 cartoon. This looks like, I mean, this is right from the fucking cartoon. Now, there's a rumor out there, or I think people have got a little bit twisted that all they did is take these smaller action figures and blow them up. I have the Raphael here. This is not the same face. This is a different sculpt. This is not the same sculpt. This is a much, much more accurate sculpt. So first off, let's just get that out of the way. This is as accurate as you're going to get, and it is super articulated. First thing I want to go over is just how spot on the paint is. Similar to the paint jobs in the cartoon line, what they do is they give this some cell shading. So you can take a look here. You can see it has kind of like the light green and it has sort of the dark green. And they do that with the bandana. It's got the light red. It's got the dark red as well. They captured all of those animation lines that are in there. You can kind of see the musculature, all the animation here. You could see it on the legs as well. So the paint is spot on. It's clean as far as I can see. Take a look at the turtle shell. It's got all the ridges in there. and the ridges are real ridges. They're not like painted in. I mean, these are grooves that are in here. And then just turn around. I mean, the paint job on this is phenomenal. We're going to get into accessories. So in terms of accessories, actually, let's just go into it. What does he come with? So the first thing is he comes with an array of hands. So you got 2 thumbs up hands. And by the way, these all have wrist joints. And by the way, this right here, this is your best friend, a blow dryer. You're gonna need it because this guy, he comes out of the package. I mean, he doesn't want to move. So invest in a blow dryer if you don't have one. So in terms of the hand, so you got the 2 thumbs up hands, and then you have these 2 sort of holding side hands in a different way. He has the ones, and so for a total of 6, just sort of like I don't know what it's like a fancier holding a side hand. Then you have 3 pizza slices. So 2 I want to point out. You got these 2 pizza slices right here. Now, if you notice, they have these little interlocks here, and they come together. So if I can fucking do it right. And so what I think this probably means is each one of the turtles probably comes with 2 of these slices. So if you spend $520, you'll have a whole pizza. But so you got these 2 individual slices, but more important, you got this dripping slice right here, which I really like, and it has a hole in the center, and you can pop it right onto the side, which is a really neat touch. And I'll take some photos of this later, but I thought that was neat. And then he comes with a turtle com, but this turtle com actually pops open, so you can see sort of like the closed version, and then he zoop pops open. You got all the buttons there, and you got the antennas that just pop out right here. So that's a really, really cool accessory too. I like that. And then finally, he comes with this alternate head, this angry, sort of screaming battle mode head. Now, one thing I didn't notice, and I was talking about QC, and I'll take some photos, but everybody seems to have these, or a lot of people seem to have these, but there are these lines that separate the jaw right here that they extend from where they have the sort of the black animation, and they extend to the bottom of the jaw. It almost looks like it's cut off, it's segmented, and it's on the other side too, and it's only with this head. It doesn't come with this head. So I don't love that. I think that is something that does need to be corrected. This is not the head that I'm going to use, thankfully, but I think that they do need to fix that. So one thing that is neat is these heads pop off, the masks pop off, and you can kind of mix and match expression. So that's what I'm going to do. What I was hoping to do is do sort of like the angry eyes with the smiling face. So let's take a look at just how that works. So I think this just pops right off. All right, so this pops right off, and it's got these little grooves, if you can take a look closer here at the bottom. And so what we're gonna do now, this is what this part looks like, is we're going to take this off. Now here's the other thing. So you have to pull, well, I think you have to pull the bandana off first. Here's a neat thing about the bandana. It's got a hinge on it. So you can kind of like where the wind blows, just, do it this way too. I mean, this is just a neat little piece, but we're gonna pull this off because I think you gotta pull that off. And then I'm going to pull off this turtle head because I think he's way too happy. Come on, you fucking son of a bitch. Okay. All right, here we go. So pop the head off. Now I got all these exposed turtle heads here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use smiling face with angry eyes, and we're going to pop this in. We're gonna put this groove right into here. Come on. And now we got angry eyes, smiling face. This is sort of like the typical, this is what I think of when I think of Raphael. So that is so fucking cool. So now, just gonna place them right on the ball joint. Motherfucker, come on. Ah. Okay, so 5 minutes later, blow dryer, completely necessary because you're not gonna be able to do without unless you are, just fucking The Rock. I was able to get the head back on. That's a bitch, that ball joint. But It's worth it because I have the expression I want, and now you can kind of just pop in this little bandana right here, and you just pop that in. And remember, you got the little hinge on here, so I can have it kind of like blowing in the wind, as you can see. So I love that little detail. So in terms of, now that we have the right head on here, in terms of articulation, obviously, we got the ball joint head. He can look down, he can look up, you can look to the side, you can do all that stuff. Then you have the ball joints in the shoulder. And you know what, we'll take the sides out for now. Ball joints in the shoulder. You have a bicep swivel. You have the joint right here, which is not, it is not a double jointed elbow because I don't think it can be because of the little pad right here. So I think that's as much as you're going to get out of it. And then the wrists have they have the hinges and they have the swivel right here. Then in terms of the just the body, not much articulation, if at anything, in the body. I mean, there's no, and again, that's always the trouble with these Ninja Turtles is because of the shell, you can't really get a lot of like stomach crunching action. So you're gonna have to live with that. In terms of the thigh, so it does this weird clicking sound. I don't think I'm the only one that has this, but I mean, you could, it's very posable and it looks like it is just sort of like a ball joint in the thighs, but clicks. So just something to be aware of. Now, in terms of the knees, there are double joints in the knees, so you can get as much as that. So that's pretty good for a 1/4 figure. And then you got the hinge on the ankle, and you have the rock, and you're going to need the rock on the ankle because he is very, very top heavy, and just in terms of standing him, you're going to need to firmly plant his leg. So I think for a 1/4 figure, this is as good as articulated as you're gonna get. I didn't mention the size. The size are I mean, right out of the cartoon, hard, sort of like this hard plastic. And you know what I do like is this hand here is kind of interesting. I was putting the sai in it earlier, and it kind of has like sort of like just a different way to hold it. So I mean, that's it. In terms of like, did they succeed? I mean, this is as cartoon accurate as I've seen. This is more accurate than the smaller figures. This is more accurate, in my opinion, than the fig art stuff. Again, the only thing that I can see in terms of accuracy that comes close to this is the PCS statue line, and not the small ones, the big ones. This is Raphael's face. The only knock on it, again, is just that hinge I don't love on this face right here, that I think a lot of people, or not the hinge, that sort of cut that a lot of people I've seen have. But in terms of accessories and in terms of like wow factor, I mean, you can't really ask for more. I mean, you got this fucking pizza on here on the side. This is just an awesome figure, and it's super, super eye-catching, as was the movie line 1/4. NECA kills it in the 1/4 business. They are some of the best. These are like mini statues. So that's it. I think if I had to recommend this, if you are a Ninja Turtle fan and you want sort of cartoon accuracy, I don't think you're going to get better than this guy right here. I can't wait for the other line to come out. I don't know who's next, Donatello, whoever, but I'm all in on these, obviously. Shredder, hopefully they get into some of the bigger guys like Shredder, Bebop and Rocksteady, all those guys, because if they are to scale, they are going to be huge. I mean, if these are the Turtles, you figure those guys are taller than the Turtles, they'll be giant. So I'm very curious where this goes. But I love it. 1/4 scale, giant size turtle. Again, you can get it at Big Bad Toy Store. I think you can get it at Entertainment Earth. It's $125 to $130, and I think that might be with free shipping. I got it at Frank & Son's collectible store. You might be able to get it at collectible stores now, but if you're a Turtle fan, you're going to want this. So that's it. Raphael, giant size turtle, cartoon version. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.